Great morning, Chinedu. Hello, Kamsi. Great morning to you, Miracle and Biakamzigi. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing fine. Hope you're doing great. I'm sure we're all doing fine at home. All right. You're welcome to your English language class. You're welcome to your English language class. Our previous class, we read about staying healthy. We read about staying healthy, and we're told that it is important to learn about germs to help us stay healthy, because it is the germs that actually causes illness. Remember that germs are just very tiny microorganisms that we cannot see with our eyes, but they exist around us. We could just be playing around. We could play with our ball. We could play outside, engage in outdoor activities, and then we catch all those germs from different places. So it is important that when you're done playing, you wash your both hands with clean water and soap to get out those germs out of your hands, so that you stay healthy, because they cause illness to our body. All right, so today we're going to be talking about another interesting story. Trust me, it's going to be an interesting class. We'll be reading Unit 12, page 72. I hope you have your reading materials, Nelson, your Nelson English book. Yes, your Nelson English book. You should have your Nelson English book. You should have your pen. Yes, very important. Or your pencils. You should have your pencils. You should also have your English notebook. And remember, as we read, you could come across some words that you don't know the meaning. The right thing is to write them down in your notebook as new words, so that after the class, you could use your dictionary to check out the meaning. All right? Okay. How many of us are in our page? Look at what you see in page 72, unit 12. You could see children that are playing, and an inscription here saying happy birthday. All right, so let us find out exactly what's going on here. Claire had just had her 8th birthday. She received a lot of cards and presents and had a wonderful birthday party. This is a letter she wrote to her auntie Sue to thank her for her present and tell her about her birthday. 77 Long Lane, Mapping, Yorkshire, MU5 5X 5QX. I believe this is the address of the auntie, where the auntie lives. All right, 12th September. Dear Auntie Sue, thank you for the great game you sent me for my birthday. I received it on Monday morning. We had lots of fun playing it at my party. I invited some of my friends from school, and they all came, and they brought me some fantastic presents. We played lots of games. Dad made up a treasure hunt for us. After that, we ran races in the garden. I didn't do very well. There was lots of tasty food to eat and drink. My birthday cake, which is the shape of a dinosaur, was amazing. All my friends had some. I had saved a piece for you to have when you visit us at the weekend. Lots of love. Claire. Wow. So in this letter, Claire told the Auntie Sue about everything that happened in her birthday party. Alright? Remember, Auntie Sue sent her a great game, and she also thanked Auntie Sue for sending her those games. Alright? So from the passage, we we saw some difficult words. Treasure hunt. You could see from the letter, you would see the ticking letters like treasure hunt and dinosaur. All right, those ones that are written boldly. Treasure hunt. What does treasure hunt mean? Look at the glossary. The glossary is in page 72. The glossary says that treasure hunt means a game in which people try to find a hidden object by finding clues. Wow, I believe this game is going to be really fun. How many of you want to play this treasure hunt with me? Oh, I would love to also play the treasure hunt with us. All right, we are going to use we're going to look for hidden objects following clues. So that's what the game treasure hunt means. And then dinosaur. Dinosaur is a large animal that lived millions of years ago. Look at Claire's birthday cake in the shape of a dinosaur. In page 72, you can see the dinosaur, right? It's her cake. Okay, she told her Auntie Sue that her birthday cake came as a dinosaur in the shape of a dinosaur. All right, so look at page 73 now. You see the word check. Received. What does received mean? What does received mean? Received. Received. Okay? E before I. Received. Received. Does it mean was giving? Does it mean was giving or open? Write this in your notes and choose the right answer. If you don't know the meaning, you could also consult your dictionary to find out the exact meaning of received. Alright? So write it in your notes and choose the correct meaning. Received was given or opened. Opened. Alright? The second word that we also came across during while reading our passage today is invited. 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 Does it mean told? Does it mean told or asked? Does it mean told or asked? Alright, remember I told you if you do not know the meaning of this word, you could also consult the dictionary and find out the meaning. Okay? Choose the right answer in your notebook and you also submit that to me. We are also going to answer the comprehension questions. I'm going to answer number 1 for us, and then you go ahead and answer the rest of them. Remember, while we were reading, when we were reading the letter, you could see that the letter was broken into paragraphs. What does paragraph mean? A paragraph is a group of sentences about the same topic. So, when you're writing a letter to your friends or your cousin or your family member, wherever they are, you have to break those letters into sections, all right? You start with a paragraph, and the paragraph, whatever you're writing in that paragraph, has to be the same topic, the same words, the same topic. So if you're telling them about how you spent your weekend, you talk about, probably you want to say, I went to the mall. So everything you have to say about the mall will be in a paragraph. Then you're talking about another thing, you go to another paragraph. I hope you understood what I just explained. All right, so the comprehension question. Chinedu, I hope you're following. What about you, Kamsi? I hope you're following. All right, let us continue. The comprehension question says, number one, who is the letter written to? The letter was written to Auntie Sue. The letter was written to Auntie Sue. Remember, when you're answering the question, you don't just say Auntie Sue. I'm going to fail that answer. You have to say the letter was written to Auntie Sue. That is the right way to answer the question. Then number two, who is writing the letter? You don't just write the answer. You say the person that was writing the letter was, you put your answer. You don't just write the name of the person that was writing the letter, who, or the person that is writing the letter. Alright, so you answer the rest of the question. Number three says, where does the writer live? Where does the writer live? You find out in the letter. Okay, look at the paragraph of the letter. Copy and complete the table. The first has been done to help you. Remember, we said that the paragraph is a group of sentences about the same topic. Then in paragraph 1, Claire was talking about the game Auntie Sue sent her. Alright? So, paragraph 2, you have to tell us you have to tell me in your notebook. Answer the questions in your notebook. You have to say the topic for paragraph 2 in her letter. This letter, what was she talking about? You write it in that's your answer for section B. Section B. You create a table like this. You write paragraph number and what it is all about. Alright. So, section C says, write 2 more paragraphs Claire should have included in her letter. What do you think Auntie Sue might like to read about? Okay, so if you were Claire, you were writing to your auntie, what other information do you think you would have added, all right, in the letter to tell Auntie Sue? All right? Okay, so these are what you're going to answer in your English notebook, and then you submit tomorrow morning. Another assignment I would want you to come to school with is, you write a letter to Miss Dorcas telling her how you spent your weekend. You write a letter to Miss Dorcas telling her how you spent your weekend. Alright? Remember, you follow the way Sue wrote her letter. Alright? You ask Miss Dorcas how she's doing, and you go ahead and tell Miss Dorcas how you spent your weekend. Alright, so you write that in your English notebook and you bring it tomorrow morning. You submit it tomorrow morning. Make sure you do these assignments, because I will be so happy if you do that. So when you come first thing in the morning after the assembly, you say, "Great morning, Miss Dorcas," and you submit these assignments. All right, so let's go to the vocabularies. Vocabularies, common expression. Common expression. This is in page 74. Page 74. Thank you is an expression we use when someone has been kind or helpful. Alright? When someone is kind to you or is very helpful to you, is an expression. Thank you is an expression you use to appreciate the person. Alright? You don't say, when someone helps you or is kind to you, you don't say sorry. No. Or you don't say excuse me. No. Or you don't say be careful. You say thank you. You say what? Thank you. You say what? Thank you. So thank you is an expression we use when someone has been kind or helpful. Thank you for the wonderful game you sent me. Just like Claire was appreciative or was thanking the auntie for the gifts, for the game gift she sent to her for her birthday. So we are going to continue with this. Use each of the expression below in a sentence of your own. Yes, you use each of these expressions. Let me write it on the board. You use each of these expressions to make your own sentence. Each of these expressions that will be written on the board, you use it to make your own sentence. Number one has been done for us. Number one has been done for us. I am sorry. I am sorry. I'm sorry I broke the cup. Yes, I'm sorry I broke the cup. I'm sorry. The first one is I'm sorry. The second one is be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. So you make your own sentence with these expressions. You make your own sentence with these expressions. The next one is be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet. Make your own sentence with these expressions. Make your own sentence with what? With all of these expressions. The next one is excuse me. Excuse me. And the last one is watch out. You're going to make sentences with all of these expressions. Alright? I'm sorry. Be careful. Quiet. Be quiet. Excuse me. Watch out. So you have to make your own sentence with all of these expressions. And number one has been done for us. Alright? Number one has been done for us. I'm sorry I broke the cup. I'm sorry I broke the cup. Alright? So when you hurt somebody, you just have to say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I took your water. I'm sorry I took your pencil. I'm sorry I locked the door. Alright? So you use I'm sorry when you're trying to apologize to somebody. You say I'm sorry. Alright? So you use the rest of these sentences, the rest of these expressions to make your own sentence. Alright, so we have to answer all of these questions, and then when we come to class, we'll finish up the rest of them. Okay? Remember we talked about Claire's birthday party and how she wrote a letter to her auntie, and then I asked you to write a letter to Miss Dorcas. Write a letter to me and tell me how spent your weekend, the places you went to, the things, even if you didn't go out, you probably helped your mom at home. So you tell me everything you did, what you prepared, everything you ate. I just want to know how you spent your weekend. So you just write the letter to Miss Dorcas. You use your address. From the beginning, you use your address. You ask Miss Dorcas, how are you doing? I hope you're fine. Then you write the other information on how you spent your weekend. Okay. I'm sure you enjoyed today's class. Remember, we read the story about a birthday party, Claire's birthday party, on how she spent her birthday. Remember, she wrote to her auntie Sue. All right. So, in case you have any questions, go ahead and drop your questions, and I will answer them. Or you could bring them to the class, write them down, and bring them to the class, and we will sit in and talk about it. Okay? Have a good time at home, guys. Bye.